Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Elevate Your Life and Business. My name is Marie, and on this channel, I try to bring forward my life experiences and some tips and tricks to make your life better, as well as I share my entrepreneur journey and trying to break my 9 to 5 and get my own business off the ground. Today, however, the topic is going to be let him do it. Oh, Marie, what are you talking about today? Well, what I'm talking about is respect indoors. I can't believe we're having to have this conversation. But yes, we're talking about guys today and the door fiasco that seems to be going around in society nowadays. So I just wanted to talk with you guys today, hoping to keep it a kind of short and sweet. But it seems to be a conversation that I think I need to put out there. I was actually out and about in the world the other day, and I noticed a guy had gotten a door for some girl, and like she was not like rude, but it was like borderline rude, like just with her energy and like the way she's like the look that she gave him. I was like, what is this world coming to? Okay, so let's to start with, and let me just be very clear here, okay? I'm all for females to going to be the best that you can be, and like I'm all for us like women empowerment, like not rule the world, but like we're worth more than just staying at home, okay? Like I'm all for that. Like I get that. I also think that there's a fine line between feminism and then being masculine energy, okay, where you are, go 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 go, hammering everything. I can open my own doors, like I don't need a guy. Well, a guy doesn't need you either necessarily, and I say necessarily because life is hard and it's easier to do it with a partner, and being in that pushing forward energy all the time can get super tiring super quick. But I'm going to pull things back to common courtesy here, and we're going to do what we do on this channel, which is we're going to zoom out first. And one of the reasons why I'm talking about this topic today is because like this is not new. Like if you are on, and I'm hoping you are, I'm hoping that I'm reaching the right people here. If you are on these other entrepreneurs or these other successful businessmen's podcasts, then it's not news to you that most young men are really struggling right now. They're really struggling because a lot of women, like, look, it almost what was it? I was listening today on a podcast, Diary of a CEO, and they were talking about this, that men are in crisis. And actually, in the past, like, most men, graduated to college. So like the race should be like 2 or 3 men to like 1 woman graduating from college. That is changing. According to a Diary of a CEO and Stephen and the statistics that they pulled, it's 2 women are going to graduate to 1 guy. So the dynamics are changing very quickly, and a lot of that masculine energy, that powerful go get it energy, is being defeated before it even gets started, because women are saying, "Well, I don't need a man. I don't need a man." And so I wanted to talk about this video about respect and doors because it all feeds into each other, right? Young men don't feel like they're needed. One small thing, and it's small, but it's so powerful. Let him get the bloody door. It does not make you a lesser woman because he got the door for you. What crazy world are we living in that I've got to talk about this? That I saw this in real life just the other day. Seriously, let him get the door. Yes, you have 2 hands. Yes, you are capable. Doesn't mean you have to. Let him get the bloody door. Okay, why? Why, Marie? Why should I let him get the door? Well, one, it's him respecting you. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing about this feminine music. Feminine music. This is this whole thing. about women power, right? We just want to be respected. We want to be treated as equals. Okay. Well, one, human beings, as human beings, yes. But biologically speaking, men are always going to be stronger. Sorry about your luck. My fellow sisters that are trying to better their lives and become powerful. Men are powerful in a different way. Not everyone has equal rights. Not everyone is created equal. No, don't give me a bunch of hate in the comments on this. See what I'm going with this though? Men are always going to be more powerful, biologically speaking. Always good. That testosterone gives them an edge on everything. Women are, biologically speaking, the weaker of the two. Look, I'm not getting into politics. I'm not getting into all that. I'm getting into biology here. Getting into the facts. And the fact is that males are more powerful than females, biologically speaking. Maybe not always psychologically, because if women are 2 times more likely to graduate from college than men, there's always a balance. Nature, God, the universe, yin, yang, there's always a balance to be had. But getting back to the door, what does it cost you to let him get the door? He is respecting you. Look, you don't have to give him the evil eye. You don't have to huff, or God help the poor guy. I could have gotten that. Like, no. Like, look, okay, you're having a bad day and some guy gets the door for you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can just be a quick thank you. Or honestly, like sometimes, like I'm just walking down the hallway and I'm having one of those days in my apartment. And like I have a neighbor that, I'm friendly with. Like, I don't have to say anything. I just have to go, I acknowledge you. I see you. Doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Look, I'm in the south of the state, so if I'm having a day, I just want to have fun with it, and someone gets the door for me, thank you. A thank you goes a long way. Manners matter. Now, look, if it's a cute guy that's holding the door for you, and you get the chance to take a look at the hand and make sure there's not a ring on there, I don't know. Maybe you throw a little wink in there. Sometimes they really appreciate that. Look, you can have fun with it. You can flirt with it. There's 1,000 different ways. And you can do the minimalist thing of just a quick nod. It doesn't have to be anything. This is not rocket science. Ladies, this is not rocket science. Let him get the door. Yes, you're a force of nature. Yes, you are beautiful and you are powerful. Let him get the door. Let him get the door. It doesn't cost you anything. And so here's the other thing, and I think this is something worth mentioning since this topic. Okay, you don't agree with me whatsoever. You are a powerful woman. You think that no one should do anything for you. Hands up, to each their own. No judgment. You do you. That being said, do you think a guy that opens the door for you is more likely to go home and beat his wife or be depressed or all these negative emotions and all these negative evil things that could happen? What does it cost you to just simply acknowledge that he did the right thing? And yes, it's the right thing for a guy to open the door for a woman. It's called respect. And if nothing else, if you are a strong, powerful woman, I'm just going to throw it out there because I'm honest on this channel, and you can't respect him back by even giving him a nod, you're having the day from hell, and you can't even be like, you don't have to say anything. It just doesn't have to be anything crazy here. You can't even give him that for opening the door. Well, then aren't you less than the guy that opened the door for you? And if he's opening the door for you, like, what are the chances are that he's a good guy? That somewhere down the line he's going to make some girl or some woman really happy and really lucky that he's part of their lives. How much and how little does it cost you to reinforce that behavior with just a simple head nod? We're not talking anything drastic here, for goodness sakes. Just give him a nod. Or if you want to flirt, you can go ahead and flirt. Doesn't have to be anything. Make sure you check if there's a ring on it, for God's sakes. before you do that, let's not go stepping into the deep, dark waters here. It doesn't cost you anything. And I will also tell you this, and I'm going to wrap this into this because it's also a respect thing. And I will tell you, I struggled with this at first. Okay, originally I'm from the north of the states, and in the south here, like cowboys are like a thing around here, or in the south in general, like cowboys and like that western slow way of living is very common in the south of the states. In the north, not so much. So I will tell you, when I was 18 or in my early teens and I got a yes, ma'am, my first reaction, because I'd never been called that before a day in my life, was, I'm not that old. I'm not a ma'am. Yes, ma'am? Do I look like I'm 90? Like, hello? No. Okay, now, that being said, I was uneducated. I was naive and apologize. I was a little taken back and I did recover because I'm a kind person. I'm not always nice, but I'm kind. And I'll get to that in another video later. But when it comes to the cowboys, yes, ma'am. What is ma'am? It's an honorific. Okay, and that's where when I saved myself, I was like, why did you call me ma'am? Like I asked my favorite question when this is years and years before my self-improvement thing. So like I was even way back then starting to work on this. Why did you call me ma'am? Because my mama raised me right that you should respect a woman. I'm like, oh, okay. So not only should you let him get the door, but if you get an honorific, if you get a title, if you get respect, give it back. Let him get the door. They are stronger than you. They're supposed to be. It is nature. It is biology. You are talking millions and millions of years of evolution of both. Okay? Men are stronger. And so here's the thing. If they are stronger, they also have the capability to hurt. But a true man looks into the shadow, conquers that demon, conquers that monster that they could be, and controls it. See, that's the thing, ladies. You're biologically hardwired, not just the software, not just your thinking, although that plays a part too. You are hardwired to look for a monster, for someone that can protect you, for someone that is a greater threat than any other threats that might come to you. Just make sure that that monster doesn't turn around on you. And unfortunately, that happens too many times. That happens too many times. So why don't we break the chain now? Why don't we help them, younger guys, younger males? Why not set the tone? Not only with your sons, which should also be something we should talk about here, but not only with them, but with the guy that just opened the door for you. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. If it's one of those days, I acknowledge you. Thank you. A simple thank you goes a long ways. Manners matter. And in doing so, look, we're not going to change the world. And I'm not someone that believes that you can change the world. It's a really big place, okay? That's not my goal. And nor, to be honest, nor am I that egotistical. And you should not be either, that you think you can save the world. But I do think, and I challenge you here on this video, that you can change somebody else's life, just one life, by maybe saying thank you for getting the door, by him showing respect, by him looking into some of the deepest, darkest parts of himself and still coming out the other side and being a gentleman. Let him get the bloody door. And if you get called an honorific, yes, ma'am, enjoy it and give it back. Be respectful. Listen to what he has to say and say, okay, I got this. He respected me. I'm going to give respect back, because that way we're both learning and growing together. So as a community, as a society, we're all going together in the same direction to make this world just a little bit better than what it was before. So, in any case, trying to keep this video short, but if you hear nothing else from me on this video, if you get a yes ma'am, say thank you and let him get the door. This is Elevate Your Life in Business. If this was even funny for you, it's a little funny for me to give this one, please hit that like button and hit on that subscribe button. And I got more videos coming here in the future. Have a good one.